When you take a car to be worked on, you trust that what they're telling you is the truth.
But tonight, the state is going after an auto repair shop exposed in a Kurtis investigation, saying it misled customers.
Well, who knows better what's under the hood than your mechanic? But according to a state investigation, 2 Sacramento AAMCO shops were caught charging customers for work that did not need to be done.
Come on. I am a girl.
A trip to the mechanic.
Get in. I don't necessarily know what I'm talking about or doing.
Told they needed costly repairs.
They may and do put a lot of trust into their mechanic like they do a doctor.
But should you?
You should be able to trust.
Some no longer can.
I got ripped off.
Stormy Weiss of Sacramento lost all trust in the AAMCO shop on Arden Way in Sacramento.
They're out to get you.
She says they put her family at risk by not properly tightening bolts tied to her suspension.
It could have cost my family their lives.
She says the shop admitted the mistake, but then claimed she needed new axles, wanting another $450. Her next stop, this state investigator with the Bureau of Automotive Repair.
I did not find evidence to support that recommended work needed to be performed.
Darcy Sharp of Roseville has a similar story.
It's fraudulent.
She says the same shop told her she needed a clutch. But in this state complaint against the AAMCO shop, the state claims the clutch was not in need of replacement.
I'm trusting in them, the experts, to take care of my car and not rob me in the process.
The Bureau of Automotive Repair has now filed 23 causes for discipline against the AAMCO locations on Arden Way and Franklin Boulevard in Sacramento, both owned by Schutte Enterprises. The company is accused of misleading customers, departing from trade standards, and even fraud. State investigators set up a sting, sending in a decoy car.
You knew exactly what was wrong with that vehicle.
We did.
A broken wire, a simple fix.
What did they tell you was wrong with it?
That it needed parts for the tune-up system, spark plugs, wires.
It did not need any of that stuff.
No, it did not.
$1,000 worth of work the state says did not need to be done.
AAMCO.
This is the same company with those catchy commercials, getting customers like Gloria Ridgway to come in.
It said if your check engine light is on, bring it to AAMCO, we'll check it for free.
He's the best around if my baby's check engine light comes on, because he'll diagnose it for free.
Did you hear that?
Because he'll diagnose it for free.
But as we told you last year, she ended up getting charged during that free check. And we were surprised to hear this when we stopped by.
If we did all of that for free for everyone,
right,
then we'd spend all our time doing diagnostics for free and not get any work done.
The state complaint could lead to fines, a suspension, or even the shops getting shut down. And now we've learned AAMCO's corporate offices have launched their own investigation into what's going on at these 2 shops. We requested an interview with Dave Schutte, the owner of the 2 AAMCO locations. Through his attorney, he declined our request. In a statement, the attorney writes, "We always work with our customers to satisfy them in every way we can. The accusations brought by the bar concern us, and we take them seriously." It goes on to say, "When we discovered one of our managers was not meeting our strict standards in customer care, we took immediate action, and he is no longer with us." Schutte plans to fight the case so his license does not get revoked. But there's no changing the opinion of customers.
Here's what we paid AAMCO for $321.
Who say they were ripped off.
I think that Mr. Schutte is very scandalous. I think his business is scandalous. I think the people that work for him are scandalous.
Never, ever take your car there.
AAMCO corporate wanted to make it very clear each AAMCO center is independently owned and operated. The accusations here have nothing to do with the conduct of any other independent AAMCO franchise. We've posted the local and the corporate statements online. You can get there from the Call Kurtis Facebook page.
You know, I've heard word of mouth is the way to go, but how do you pick a good mechanic?
Exactly right. You have to start early, select a shop before you need one. It is easier to find a good mechanic when you're not desperate. And get recommendations from family, friends. You could always ask somebody who has a similar make, model, and year of your car, and have a shop do a minor repair. If you're happy with the service you get, you might feel better when you go in for a bigger job.
What if it's too late, though, and you think maybe they didn't do, or they did more than they should have?
Well, start with a manager and tell them your concerns. If you don't get anywhere, ask to speak with the owner. And if that doesn't work, you could always file a complaint with the Bureau of Automotive Repair, and they'll look into it for you.
Okay.
Good stuff. Thank you, sir.
You bet. If you have a consumer problem you can't resolve, maybe we can call the hotline Monday through Friday, or you could always go to our website, cbssacramento.com, click on Contact Kurtis, and fill out our form. Dave?